How about I plug a 20 in there for now and we can come back to it. Next one, left-handed or right-handed. I want to say most of the designs I saw were kind of symmetrical, so it doesn't affect the weight, that affects the outcome. I'll get this eventually. So again, probably less than 20, maybe 18, 19. I'm trying to figure out keeping it under 100 total. We'll put 15 in there. Accessibility. I added that because I've gotten in and out of desks, and some of the designs I was seeing, cool, 15 is good. Like I think one of Jesse's designs had bars on both sides supporting the desk right at the chair edge. And like, well, how do you get in and out of that? So I'm gonna plug 15 in there again. All right. Equivalent size I added. If we make the desk any bigger, it won't fit in the room because they have a certain number of desks in the room now. I wouldn't think that they would want less desks. Maybe 10 on that for now. Just plug it in, see where our total ends up. Comfort, was it you or Adrian that put needs to sit in the chair for 2 hours? One of you did that, so Adrian. Comfort, let's plug in 10 for that for now and just see what it does. Total. Retaining items so things don't roll off the desk. 5, I guess. Drink holder. I've got 5 spots left, so if I put 5 in each of those, that totals up 25. That's 100 total. All right, so I've got surface area at 20, left or right-handed at 15, accessible 15, equivalent size 10, comfort 10, retaining items 5, drink holder 5, cost 5, service 5, weight 5, and durability 5. Reasonable? Excellent. All right. Jesse's not here yet, that I can tell. So how about we pull up Adrian's design since he's not here? That's not Adrian's design. Where did I put Adrian's design? I put Adrian's design somewhere else. Dang it. Oh, buggers. Okay, let's start with your design. How about that? Were you going into electrical engineering as well? Yeah. I did one of those webinars on Thursday last week, and it was really weird because the woman was sitting there talking to everyone, and we couldn't talk back. So I feel like I'm that woman. Okay, Anthony, you're in the PDF, or not PDF, doc. Okay, your design. Oh, I can hear audio.
Hello.
Oh, that's Jesse. Hey, Jesse.
Hey.
Pleasure to meet you. I can hear you. I can't hear Anthony, so we're going by texting on Anthony's responses.
Okay.
Thank you, first of all, for all of that. That was awesome, the way you just plugged through that. So, hey, I think I'm taking over on this, so I'm actually going to do something for this class. I pulled up that spreadsheet that I made basically from your spreadsheet.
Uh-huh.
We just assigned weights. Honestly, I know they don't matter, but if you want to go through them real quick, we assigned a surface area a weight of 20. Seems to be the most important. That was his biggest criticism of the desks. Left or right-handed, we put at 15. I think all of the designs that I saw from us were symmetrical, so I don't know that that really matters. And there I go doing it again. I told Anthony that's an outcome, not an input, so sorry. Accessibility, I added to the list from all of everyone else's requirements. Just getting in and out of the desk. I noticed one of your designs, I think, had posts, like on both sides of the chair.
Yeah.
Well, how are you going to get it in and out? I mean, flushing designs out. My design sucked, so I'm going to go with that. So I put that at 15. Equivalent size. It's got to fit in the same number of desks in the room as the rest of as the current setup. So I put that at about 10. Comfort. Adrian mentioned sitting in the chair for 2 hours at a time. I personally love this online thing. I'm sitting in my desk chair. Put a 10 on that. That left 30% left for 6 items. We assigned just 5 to the rest of those. So I didn't ask, does anyone think one of these requirements shouldn't be in here? Should we dump one of the requirements before I assign all the values and make it 100%?
Let me pull that sheet up. And that was the chair design matrix?
Yes.
Okay.
It looked like you used Excel for your matrix. I figured once we have this complete, we just drop it in a Word doc again.
Yep. I think those look good.
No criteria that need to drop. I think I included everyone's criteria and then just added a couple of my own, so I think everyone else's criteria are in there. Adrian, I think, is the one that came up with the dollar amount and the weight actually having a number.
Uh-huh.
They seem like reasonable numbers. I don't know that there was a budget placed on this, but seem like reasonable numbers. Seems like a good target to judge designs by.
Real.
Although, do you know what it would cost to build each of your designs? Because
I'm sure it's more than $200.
yeah, $35. Okay, you want me to read those numbers off to you again, or are you good?
Yeah, go ahead and read those off real quick.
Surface area 20, left or right-handed, and accessibility 15 each. Equivalent size and comfort 10. Everything else 5.
Okay.
And that should populate to 100.
15, 10, and the rest are 5s?
Yes. 20, 15, 15, 10, 10, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
Okay.
So I have Anthony's design pulled up. Do we want to try to assign values for that?
Sounds good.
Turn that off. All right, everyone got that up?
Yep.
Jesse, I think you're the only one that actually put real-world dimensions on anything. So, surface area on Anthony's design meets requirements, some percentage.
It does look adequate.
All right. So, refresh my memory. This is a 1 to 10 thing, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
All right. So, 10 meets the requirement.
Sounds good.
All right, left or right-handed, it looks symmetrical, so it definitely meets that. I don't know how to put any less than 10 on that. Thoughts?
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. It's again without dimensions, it's a little tough to vary the weighting.
All right. Accessibility. It looks like it folds. Each side folds with a split down the middle. So if the left-hand side or the right-hand side folded, if you folded one side to get into the chair, does that side extend and touch the next chair in front of you, or I mean, what's the depth on that? How do you get into the chair?
Let's see a comment.
He's responding text-wise. Open the size and think about the chair in front. Okay, so maybe less than 10. What do we want to hit that for on accessibility? 5. I was going to say 6.
I think 6.
6. All right. That's 2 against 1. Sorry. All right. Equivalent size. As far as I probably should specify that a little bit. As far as overall area volume taken by the desk, we can fit that within the existing desk size. You think?
It does seem like a compact design.
Let's call that a 10 without measurements. Comfort. No, I didn't. I know Adrian did. Did anyone else call out like a pad or anything on the chair?
I thought somebody did. I don't remember whose it was. It looked like they had for like a list of materials, like some type of foam comfort.
No, I know Adrian's design had it. Anthony says chairs and tables made of tough and recyclable polymer, so you're sitting on plastic. Oh.
Yeah, I think my idea was wood.
Wood is comfortable. I guess I'm trying to think ahead, and let's say we're going to give Adrian a 10 on comfort.
Yeah.
So I think the rest of us are lower, so maybe 7.
Sounds good.
Let's call it a 7 on comfort. Retains items. I think I clearly saw pencil retaining items, as long as you put it in the spot. There's a place for a pencil. There's a latch to keep things from sliding off when it folds. So more than 5, less than 10. 8.
Let's do 7.
7. That's 2 against 1 again. I think Anthony and I are going for 8.
Okay.
I love this democracy. Drink holder. We called out for a drink holder. Place for water bottle. Just a notch, not a hole, all the way through. I want to say someone commented in one of the forums about, hey, let's place the cup holder off to the side so things don't spill. I think that's a fantastic idea. So let's call this one less than 10, more than 5.
I'll go with a 6. I mean, it does have the consideration of a place for the water bottle.
Absolutely.
It's not ideally where we all think it should be.
Okay. Cost less than $200. Funny money. Call it a 9. I don't know.
Sounds good.
Serviceable parts. In this incredibly thought out design that you put so much forethought and drawings into, are those hinges serviceable? Can you remove the table? You change out parts and such. Taking out screws. All right, so it's serviceable. Parts will be available. I think maybe a consideration is that you have a left-hand desk and a right-hand desk. It's now you've got 2 parts that you have to stock instead of just one desk.
That's true.
So maybe 8, 9, 8,
I'd say an 8.
8, 8,
Um,
8.6.
Probably not like a extremely modular part where you really now you have to have a tool to get to it instead of.
Good with 8. I might have looked away when Anthony held up the 8 sign. All right, weight less than 20 pounds. Ballpark.
Um, it doesn't seem too large or heavy. Um, Question is, it's not made out of solid metal, so probably meets that.
Did say polymer, extensive polymer use. So, any reason why we can't go to full 10?
I don't see why not.
Full 10. Recycled polymer parts withstanding, steel frame otherwise, durability greater than 5 years, probably.
Yep.
Right, full 10 there. All right, since he's not here, you want to do Adrian's design?
Sounds good.
I have to go pull it down again. I lost it. All right, I was wrong. You're not the only one that called out dimensions. He actually has dimensions on his. Sorry, I have to go at this angle to see it on the screen. Um, I'm looking at 24 by 16. That's significantly larger than their existing desk. Can you fit a laptop and a notebook next to that? I would think so. So meets surface area requirements, full 10?
Yep.
Full 10. Left-handed, right-handed. He says he has options available for both. Left and right-handed tabletops available, so they're different parts. So maybe that'll come into play later on the serviceable parts section. So he does meet left-handed, right-handed requirements. Full 10, I guess. Accessibility. Got armrests. I can't tell if the armrests fold or not.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere.
Adjustable height armrest.
It looks like maybe down the center it says hinge that stops parallel to the ground.
Yeah, so the
So it
That's
looks like the two
fold.
sections fold in together.
And fold over section B like an airplane tray table. I wrote airplane tray table. Different design. By the way, yes, I do feel crappy, like nitpicking designs when my design sucks. So meets accessibility requirements pretty well, I'd say then.
Yep.
So full 10. It looks like you can fold the desk out of your way and get in.
Yep.
Equivalent size, dimension-wise, it's looks like 16 beyond the existing chair. Kind of looking at that swooping back that he's got for comfort.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if that's going to extend, make the depth farther than the existing one. Maybe give it a little less than 10.
Yeah. Yeah, 8 or 9.
I'm gonna plunk 9 in for now. Comfort, I think he gets full marks. He's got foam for the back, adjustable height armrests, dense foam on the bottom, lumbar support. Man, he was making a car. Giving them full 10 there. Retains items, pencils. Do you have anything for retaining stuff? Not that I drew it.
There is a cup holder at the bottom of the chair, and then a storage compartment.
Retain all kinds of things.
I don't see any slots in the desk.
I don't think. What I was seeing on the video was the guy would put his pencil on the desk and it would roll off.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, a lip at the bottom edge or something as full marks. So less than full marks, let's call it a 8.
Sounds good.
Drink holder, I think he hit it as far as what we were thinking on not having it on the desktop. So he's definitely thought about it, and it's definitely off the desktop. Full 10.
Yep.
Cost less than $200. I'm gonna say no. Have you bought aircraft grade aluminum lately?
Well, his criteria was to be less than 200. I don't know if he met it.
I don't think so either. I'm gonna call that one like a 6, maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely a top of the line material wise.
Serviceable parts. He's going to have the same thing that Anthony had with the 2 different desks. Left-right desk. Throw into that, you got pads and armrests that are all removable. Wait, does that make it better or worse? Definitely a lot of parts.
Yeah.
Serviceable parts, yes. Good marks because you can change parts out, but maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking about that one 2 different ways.
I would say a 7 or an 8.
I'm leaning towards 7. Anthony? Oh, 7. Weight, less than 20 pounds. Lots of parts. Aircraft grade aluminum. I'm going to say nailed under 20 pounds just because of the aluminum.
Yep.
Cool. And nailed it. Durability, greater than 5 years.
I do question the memory foam on that.
Memory foam, I'm thinking lots of hinges in and out. Oh, look down at the text. You wrote. That's right. Oh, looks like he's trying to keep the pencil off the table. No. Yeah. Trying to keep the table level. All right, so better marks for retaining items, you think? We gave him an 8.
Yeah, let's do 9.
9. 9 for retaining items. Durability. A hinge that keeps the desk level. I'm going to throw less than 10. I'm going to say 8.
I can agree with that.
8 it is. All right, Jesse, your designs or my design?
Doesn't matter. Go through mine.
You've got 2. Do you want to hit both, or you just want to pick one?
Probably just the first one. The second one that I posted, the smaller amount, was kind of like a alternative that wasn't supposed to be as great as the first one.
Okay. I'll dump that Jesse 2 column spreadsheet. All right, surface area. Nailed it. 10. Left-handed, right-handed. I love the symmetry. 10. Accessible. This the one.
There was I think I lost my pages somewhere. Too many windows open.
You're there.
Let's see.
I'm bouncing between 2 computers, so I don't have to do that.
Yeah, I wish I had another screen here to hold this up. Oh, I don't know why I'm looking for it. The paper's right in front of me. Well, the top does fold up parallel.
How is that supported? It looks like the leg goes right to the front of the chair.
Yeah, that's the thing. As far as the accessibility there, it folds up to get into, but I think you're going to have to kind of like straddle around it to get into it.
Okay. We gave Anthony a 6 for that. We gave Adrian a 10. What do you think?
Yeah, I want to say 5 or 6.
Oh, did we lose Anthony? Lost Anthony. Maybe he's rebooting. Try to get that microphone working. Sorry, I spaced there for a second. The ADD is bad with this one. Accessibility for you. Did you say 6 or?
That sounds good.
All right, equivalent size. I think you fit within the same window everyone else does. So we'll give you a 10 for that. Comfort, less than the marks that we gave for Adrian. Anthony we gave a 7 for this polymer. You said wood.
Yep.
I think wood's more comfortable, but how about an 8?
That sounds good.
All right. Retains items, pencils. I forgot to look for that while I was in there. You got recess for pencils, and you've got a flat surface, so it shouldn't roll, and you've got considerations for it. Full marks, I guess, 10.
Sounds good.
Drink holder. Your drink holder is to the side of the desk. I think that meets the discussion that we had earlier about it not being on the desk proper.
Yep.
So full 10.
Sounds good.
Cost less than $200. Ballpark.
Well, maybe we should drop that a little bit. The one under the desk seems pretty self-contained within the area.
I was kind of thinking that too, but so not
somebody who's walking down the aisle, they may bump into these cup holders on the sides of the desk.
agreed. Give you a 9. Cost less than $200.
I would presume so.
All right. It's, Anthony had a 9. 10.
9 sounds good.
9 it is. Serviceable parts. You've got one hinge and a flat surface in a chair.
Yep. There's not a whole lot of parts to it, so you're either going to be replacing the hinge or the top of the chair.
Okay.
So serviceable, but
To the same degree Anthony's was, because we had to use tools. So call that an 8 again.
yeah.
All right. Weight less than 20 pounds. Pretty simple design, just legs and back.
Yeah.
I think that nails it. 10. Durability greater than 5 years. How do you see that hinge, like a single point, holding up over time?
Yeah, that would definitely be a weak spot there.
We gave Anthony a 10. We gave Adrian an 8.
I'd say maybe a 7 or 8.
7.
Yeah, let's do a 7.
7. Why not? All right. My design that I spent a whole lot of time on. Ha ha ha. And it's uber detailed. So I was kind of thinking that whole, I was thinking from the accessibility perspective, let's put the tray completely attached to the person in front of you, but it's just not going to work. So surface area, I think full, no dimensions. So again, left or right-handed, it's just symmetrical. It's just straight across. So, and accessibility, I honestly made it there with just accessibility in mind. So I think an 8 or 9, somewhere up in there. So I have to here for some criticism.
Yeah, I'm trying to get your.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll wait for you to pull it up.
Get back to there. For some reason, one of my windows closed.
My Windows 10 updated last night and just wiped everything.
Oh, that's great.
Twice. I have Windows updates like, yes, grab them, but wait for me to approve a shutdown. And apparently that changed with that last rollout that wiped that. I haven't figured out how to take it away yet.